Thank you. My name is Denissen, and I started at Oshkosh in '95. It was definitely not in these halls, but I think in clothes where I had the majority of my classes. And I kind of came in as a journalism major. I knew that I wanted to do that after jostling between a little bit of business and communication. And immediately started out in my classes. I joined the ad club. I found out about that, and I also joined the advanced height. Kind of just figuring out, kind of learned what I didn't know. And stayed throughout all four of those for all 4 years and kind of gradually moved up. Took over some of the senior roles in that group. Took advantage of as many journalism classes as I could, as well as I think a pretty core liberal arts. I think my advice going into that would be well-rounded in the classes that you want to do. And then kind of pick out what are the things that really kind of are most important to you. What do you like to do? But build probably a very good foundation first, so you kind of have something good to come from. My time here, I also networked a lot. I kept in touch with some other alumni. When they graduated, I developed a lot of relationships, both, I would say, from the ad clubs and from the paper and whatnot, and then just in my different social works that I could, which then helped me get different internships, both while I was at school and then afterwards. I also did an independent study program here, which was kind of interesting and really allowed me to do something that I wanted to do, which at that point was the crazynew.com. Yeah. After that, I kind of moved. My first job out of college was in Chicago. My emphasis was in advertising, PR, more advertising. I worked for some big agencies in Chicago. And then I had the opportunity about 2 years after that to go out east to work for a very small company and something that I really loved to do. To try that, which was an equine marketing firm. So with horses, I grew up riding horses, and I thought it would be fantastic, and it was horrible. So I learned that. I'm very glad I took that opportunity to do that, but I quickly realized it's not what I wanted to do. By that time, the dot-com had fallen, and I was without a job, just like everyone else that I graduated with, and then all the people that were in the industry for about 5 or 10 years ahead of me. So it really taught me to really figure out what I wanted to do, kind of expand what I thought I would be good at. And I came back to Milwaukee and worked for a travel company just in time for 9/11 to hit. So I kind of stumbled through a few things and found another job at an agency in Milwaukee. I worked for the Trek bicycle brand for a few years. While I was there, I kind of figured out what I wanted to do, how I wanted to grow, and I interviewed at Harley at that time and didn't get it, which was okay. I didn't get the job that I was looking for. And then what I think happened is that I moved back to Chicago because I wanted to move my growth upward. And then I was there for about a year or so, and then Harley called me. So it was an interesting perspective to kind of take everything that I've learned and to kind of build up from where I am today. I've been at Harley-Davidson for about 7 years and was part of the group that started off our women's outreach group. When you think of Harley, you probably don't think of women. You probably don't think of a lot of young adults yourselves. But we are very actively and vigorously trying to market and get those people into the brand, very much a cultural aspect of things. So some of the connections that I had while I was at UW-O are what initially gave me my first job into the world. I would say some of the biggest aspects that I learned here was the foundational skills, being very well-rounded, and then networking with other people and what you wanted to do and kind of staying in touch, and really being open to a lot of the possibilities that are out there. Because when I came out of here, I had no idea that I'd be in product planning for Harley-Davidson. That was just not even on my radar. But it was the skills that I think learned here, I would say, especially foundationally from our writing and the social networking skills and how to interact with people that were truly the foundation that kind of got me moving forward.